My next guest is going to be back in action. UFC Fight Night, February 4th. It's Adam Fugitt back here on the program. Adam, how are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. Feeling great. Holidays are over. It's all eyes on February 4th now.
Yeah, it's back to business. When did you find out about this fight? And the reason I ask is because obviously the card shifted. It was supposed to be in South Korea. Now it's in Vegas. When did you find out about the fight?
So I got news that the fight would be in October, February 4th, but I found out in October. I was super excited with all the time and everything. And then some things started happening and the fight was kind of getting jumbled around a little bit and then it ended up in the Apex. So, you know, it's been a long camp, but it's been fun. I've done some things that I haven't really done in prior camps, and it's been interesting to see how it's unfolded so far.
Are you happy that it's at the Apex? I mean, obviously the drawback is no crowd, smaller cage, but you don't have the long travel like you would in South Korea. So is this a better situation for you, or would you have preferred to picked up some frequent flyer miles?
You know, I'm fine with it just because I want to fight again. I want to get back in there and improve myself. But I would say that I'm a little disappointed. I'd love to be able to get in there and show out for the Korean fan base and help get a foothold over there and really, you know, just experience what it would be like to be in a different country like that across the pond. I've never ever done that. And that's one of the things I like about fighting is being able to travel and see new things.
We haven't seen you since that UFC debut at the end of July. We're talking about a fight here in February. You said you found it in October. Were you trying to get a fight in between there, or to tell me a bit why there's a bit of a layoff going into this fight?
Yeah, I was just waiting for a fight. I was just waiting for a call, waiting for an opportunity, and you know, February 4th was the date, and with all that time, there's no way I can turn it down. You know, I'm excited. I would have liked to fight earlier if I could, but that just wasn't in the cards this time. And yeah, I'm excited to perform on February 4th.
What do you take away the most from that UFC debut? Not ideal circumstances, obviously, with it being short notice, but what did you take away the most that you're bringing into this fight?
That I belong, man. I felt great when I stepped in there. People talk about the jitters and performing on the big stage, but everything inside me told me that I, you know, belonged there, that the work had been put in and it was time to go and do all the things that I've been preparing to do for all these years. So just to go in, soak up the moment, enjoy the experience, and just know that I belong and go there, do my thing.
Let's talk about your opponent here. 6-1 record. Obviously, most people know him from the Contender Series. How do you feel like you match up against him style-wise?
I feel like it's a good matchup. He definitely is a little bit more comfortable on the feet. I'm also comfortable on the feet. I think it definitely sets up to be a very fun and exciting fight for the fans. But yeah, I think that both of us like to get in there and throw down. So we'll see what happens there. I don't anticipate anything but excitement, you know, for the fans and for everybody. So that's what I want to go and deliver, put on a show and show everybody that I'm still working. I'm still here. I'm not settled with just getting here. I want to keep moving up the ranks.
You mentioned working on a lot of things, you know, since your last fight. Has there been any cross training, or has it just been sort of business as usual, training back at your gym, or take me sort of through camp a bit leading up to this fight?
So a little bit of cross training. I head over to Atos Northwest and train with Lucas Barbosa. I get over to Performance Grappling a little bit and train with Brent Primus. So we've been meeting up a couple times a week. So that's been nice. But that's really not unusual from the last couple of camps. But I definitely have stepped up the strength and conditioning game in this camp, and even bulked up a little bit. Going out to the PI showed me I'm a little bit small for my weight class, so I try to put on a little bit more muscle. And, you know, other than that, it's been business as usual, 3 times a day. And just, yeah, it's just the grind of the fight camp.
How has that altered the weight cut at all, if at all, just with the fact, like you said, you're bulking up a bit, but you got this new strength and conditioning, so I'm sure you're dropping the pounds down a bit there. How is that going? I mean, we have plenty of time, but I was just curious about that.
I don't want to say it altered it too much. I ballooned up a little bit, but I'm already back down and weight and showing some more muscle. So hopefully that'll look good for the cameras. But yeah, I don't think it's going to affect the weight cut too much. In fact, it might even be a little easier. Just with the added muscle, a little extra water can be absorbed. And yeah, I'm not anticipating any troubles there. I got my diet on point. The holidays came around, and I
I
don't
was
want
going
to
to
say
ask,
that
it sounds like you survived the
affected my
holidays, which
diet
is
too,
good.
but yeah, I survived the holidays. I made it through them. I got to indulge a little bit in some of the good food, but it wasn't crazy amounts, so it's not going to affect me too bad.
All right, that's good to hear. And what about your corner? Who's going to be in the cage with you that night?
So I got my team again. I got Jason Georgiana. I got Cobb Tongsai, my longtime Muay Thai coach, going to join me, and then another teammate of mine from back in the day from Sacramento. He's going to come out and join me in the corner as well. Josh Atkins from Sacramento.
Awesome. And how's this fight playing out? How do you see it going down on February 4th?
I'm looking for that knockout, man. I want another one of those. But I'm also a mixed martial artist, so wherever I see the fight ending opportunity, I'm going to try to take it and get it. But yeah, I definitely want to go in there and try to get that knockout. So just whichever way it comes.
Are you a guy that likes doing like resolutions or goals or anything? Obviously, we're at the beginning of the year. I was just curious. Do you do that, or do you not believe in that? I was curious.
I'm pretty terrible with that stuff.
I like the honesty.
I kind of fly by the seat of my pants more than anything, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure keep active this year, right? That's usually one for a lot of fighters, maybe fight like 2-3 times a year. I'm sure that's on the list of just things in your head where you're like, hey, I'd like to accomplish this, right?
Yeah, the cliches definitely. I want to fight. I want to say 4 times this year. I'd like to get in four shows this year if I can. Maybe a quick turnaround if something goes right. But yeah, just those cliches and keep getting better, keep improving in my craft. Maybe venture out and go cross train a little bit. I'd like I'd like to go try out some places. I hear great things about Henry Cejudo's gym. I was going to say Glory MMA, but yeah, we know what's going on there. There's nobody going there no more. So that one's out the door, but Henry Cejudo's place would be cool.
Fight Ready, yeah, I think is the name of it.
Yeah, Fight Ready. Yeah, I'd like to go see that. Maybe get a little cross training in there. And then Lucas Barbosa and I were kind of talking about, he's got some connections out there in Thailand, and we might, he's asking me if I want to go with him out there. So maybe that's in my future. Maybe I get a little fight camp vacation or something like that out there. That'd be cool.
That's awesome, man. And last question before we get out of here, what's downtime looking like? I know the focus is on camp. Are you getting in any Netflix or doing anything outside to fighting when you're not in the gym training?
Yeah, Netflix and hanging out and has been on the list, definitely. Just need to get that relaxation in, and finished up Wednesday on Netflix, and that was pretty good. Definitely left us on a cliffhanger there, waiting for season 2. Let's see what else. Ted Lasso, I got into that one too. So another one on season 2 of that. So enjoying those, but other than that, just studying the fight tape and trying to keep engaged and study it outside of it, and active recovery stuff.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, man. Adam, thanks for doing this. We're looking forward to it. February 4th, UFC Fight Night. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
For sure. Check out my Instagram at AMF170 on Instagram. And yeah, as far as sponsors go, I got them plugged on there. Iridium Sports for everything they've done in this last year. Appreciate Jason House and just want to keep on the grind. And my gym here, Art of War, love these guys. And I'm happy that they've been along with me on this journey. So.